Imagine this. It's Friday night, your phone's on silent, snacks are ready, and you promise yourself just one movie. But trust me, this weekend, that's a lie you'll happily break. Because Netflix, Prime Video, HBO Max, and Hulu just dropped 6 incredible new films that you can't afford to miss. From nuclear panic and psychological horror to survival thrillers and animated chaos, this lineup has something for every kind of movie lover. So, before you even think about making weekend plans, cancel them. This weekend belongs to your couch, your TV, and a bucket of popcorn. Let's start with the movie that's got everyone talking. Netflix's latest jaw-dropper, A House of Dynamite. It's not just a thriller, it's a full-blown adrenaline rush wrapped in a terrifyingly real scenario that hits way too close to home. Picture this. A nuclear missile is heading straight for the United States. No one knows who launched it, and there's only 18 minutes before impact. That's the setup for A House of Dynamite, directed by Kathryn Bigelow, the visionary behind The Hurt Locker. The film follows the U.S. president, played by Idris Elba, a government official portrayed by Rebecca Ferguson, and a soldier, Anthony Ramos, as they scramble to decide what to do when the world is seconds away from ending. Should they retaliate? Evacuate? Tell the truth? The movie doesn't hand out easy answers, and that's what makes it so powerful. You feel the panic, the uncertainty, the impossible weight of those decisions. It's haunting, raw, and realistic in a way that leaves you shaken long after the credits roll. Honestly, it's one of Netflix's boldest releases this year, and maybe one of the best disaster thrillers ever made. Now, if A House of Dynamite doesn't get your heart pounding enough, HBO Max has you covered with Weapons. This late summer horror sensation has a premise that will chill any parent to the bone. It begins quietly. In the middle of the night, 17 children walk out of their homes and vanish into the darkness. No signs of struggle, no explanation, just gone. The only link? They all belong to the same elementary class taught by Justine Gandy, played brilliantly by Julia Garner. Soon, suspicion falls on her. But as the story unfolds, things take a twisted turn. There's something far darker, maybe even supernatural, behind the disappearances. Josh Brolin stars as a desperate father searching for his child, and Amy Madigan delivers a spine-tingling performance as the eerie Aunt Gladys. Director Zach Cregger builds the tension slowly, scene by scene, until you're gripping your seat and second-guessing every shadow. Weapons isn't just scary. It's the kind of horror that crawls under your skin and stays there. If horror is your weekend flavor, Hulu's The Hand That Rocks the Cradle remake might just be your guilty pleasure. It's a fresh spin on the 1992 classic that terrified a generation, and this time, it's even more intense. Micah Monroe steps into the role of Polly, the seemingly perfect nanny who moves into the lives of a happy family, only to slowly twist everything apart. She manipulates, seduces, and controls with chilling precision, turning the household into a psychological battlefield. Mary Elizabeth Winstead shines as Caitlin, the mother who starts to suspect that the woman caring for her child isn't who she claims to be. What follows is a tense game of cat and mouse, with motherhood, jealousy, and obsession colliding in spectacular fashion. While it might not snag any Oscars, Cradle delivers that delicious old-school thriller energy, the kind that makes you side-eye your babysitter and check the locks twice before bed. It's dark, dramatic, and irresistibly watchable. For something more grounded, but no less intense, head to Hulu again for 40 Acres. This one's a brutal survival thriller set in a post-apocalyptic world where a fungal pandemic has wiped out all animal life. The only survivors are humans, and not all of them are peaceful. Danielle Deadwyler stars as Haley Freeman, a tough-as-nails farmer holding her family together against the odds. Her land is her fortress, her rules are law, and she'll defend what's hers no matter the cost. When a gang of cannibalistic raiders stumbles onto her property, the story turns into a raw, violent standoff that's as emotional as it is shocking. Deadwyler gives a powerhouse performance. Think Sigourney Weaver in Aliens meets Charlize Theron in Mad Max: Fury Road. 40 Acres didn't get the hype it deserved when it first dropped, but now that it's streaming, it's finally finding its audience. It's gritty, tragic, and strangely beautiful, a reminder of how far we'll go to protect the ones we love. Next up, Netflix brings us something totally different, but just as darkly delightful: The Twits. Based on Roald Dahl's classic 1980 novel, this new animated film proves that children's stories can be both hilarious and horrifying. Mr. and Mrs. Twit, voiced by Johnny Vegas and Margot Martindale, are as revolting as ever, greedy, cruel, and obsessed with making everyone around them miserable. Their amusement park is a literal nightmare, full of traps, grime, and cruelty, until two brave kids and a family of magical creatures called Mugglewumps decide to fight back. With a colorful yet eerie style reminiscent of James and the Giant Peach, this adaptation balances humor and heart with that signature Dahl darkness. The voice cast is top tier, featuring Natalie Portman and Emilia Clarke, while the original songs by David Byrne and Hayley Williams add a whimsical, slightly twisted edge. The Twits might be aimed at kids, but it's clever and creepy enough to keep adults fully hooked, too. And finally, if you're craving something spine-chilling to close out your weekend, Vicious on Amazon Prime might just be the perfect choice. Dakota Fanning stars as Polly, a 30-something woman living alone in a beautiful but eerily quiet home. One rainy evening, a frail old woman, played by the haunting Catherine Hunter, knocks on her door, asking for help finding her son's house. But once she steps inside, everything changes. The stranger produces a strange wooden box and demands that Polly offer 3 things: something she loves, something she hates, and something she needs. Refuse, and the consequences are deadly. What follows is a psychological nightmare that blurs the line between reality and delusion. Fanning's performance is raw and unsettling, pulling viewers deep into her fear and confusion. Think It Follows meets The Strangers, with a slow-burn tension that builds to a shocking, unforgettable finale. It's creepy, stylish, and perfect for a lights-off kind of night. So whether you're in the mood for heart-pounding thrillers, eerie mysteries, or dark animated fun, this weekend's streaming lineup has something for everyone. From the explosive political chaos of A House of Dynamite to the supernatural chills of Weapons, from the twisted domestic tension of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle to the apocalyptic survival of 40 Acres, it's a weekend made for binge-watching and snack hoarding. And if you want something family-friendly but still edgy, The Twits delivers that perfect mix of weird and wonderful. But if you dare to end your night on a terrifying note, Vicious will haunt your dreams long after the credits roll. So grab your blanket, dim the lights, and pick your poison, because this weekend, the best seat in the house isn't at a theater. It's right in front of your TV. Don't say we didn't warn you. These 6 films will keep your mind racing, your heart pounding, and your eyes glued to the screen till Monday morning.